What's up, everyone? Welcome into Picks and Parlays Power Hour. I'm your host, Hannah Mears. You can follow me on Twitter at @HannMears_ and keep your eyes peeled because tonight at midnight, we will be having another Beers with Mears episode drop. Also, don't forget about nohouseadvantage.com. That's nohouseadvantage.com. They are changing the game by offering the most dynamic fantasy sports platform available today. All you have to do is sign up now with promo code PNP at nohouseadvantage.com or download the app on the app stores to get a first deposit match up to $50. Without further ado, on Power Hour, my first guest is coming in. This is Terry. He's coming to talk about what he knows best, which is the NHL. We've got the Anaheim Ducks at Vancouver Canucks. Say that about 40 times. You'll get a tongue twister there. Vancouver favored in this matchup and the total at 6.5. But what are some of your best bets heading into this matchup?
Yeah, well, when I first saw, obviously, that I was doing Power Hour Wednesday, the NHL schedule makers, they don't do a very good job. So this is a game between two really bad teams. The other game was a game with two really bad teams, and then there's the team I cheer for. So Lenny picked this game, and at first looking at it, I thought, oh, why? What am I going to possibly do in this game? But I'm glad, because normally I would just skip over this game and pretend it doesn't exist. Because of the situation with two bad teams. But there's one player for Anaheim right now. His name is Cam Fowler. He is one of their top defensemen, and he has been putting points on the board. So he has an assist in 6 of his last 7 games. One game, he failed to get an assist. So you can get that for plus 145, or you can take him to get a point at plus 105, which is a little bit safer that way if he happens to score, which does happen a lot of the time. When someone takes an assist prop, they'll end up scoring. But getting a point prop at plus 105, he has a point in 6 of his last 7 games. That's the best way to go there. Looking at the other side, Vancouver basically has one guy now in their offense, and that's Elias Pettersson. He has goals in back-to-back games, plus 112 to get a goal. You have to shop with your lines. That's minus 110 at other spots. But he's basically the heart and soul of the Vancouver Canucks. So 2 props that I actually really like here that I wouldn't have. So thanks, Lenny. I hope they both.
There you go. See, we're getting you to think outside of the box. Yeah. I love the Cam Fowler one, especially with that streak he's on. Extremely impressive. And betting over the half point is probably likely either between a goal or an assist. You know, he's going to be in there. Going to be in there somewhere active offensively. But I appreciate you, Terry, for going outside of your box today, you know, going outside of your comfort zone to deliver us some best bets. Also, if anyone's interested, they can head over to picksandparlays.net after this and use promo code MADNESS. It'll save them 20% off of the entire site. So thank you so much for stopping by with me today and giving us some NHL bets. Everyone remember, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. We're live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern on Picks and Parlays Power Hour. See you next time, Terry.
See you later. Have a good one.
All right, next year on Picks and Parlays Power Hour, we are bringing in Mr. Sean Higgs. We're keeping him in his lane, as we're liking to say when he's talking about sports betting. A little inside jokes before this. No worries. But Sean's staying in his lane today. We're looking at Stanford and Utah. The total sitting at 136. This is the opening day of the Pac-12 tournament. So big statements, big play needing to happen. Who comes out on top, or what's your best bet?
Yeah, actually, I bet Utah here already. It's a pick 'em, and you initially look at this kind of game, Hannah, and whether it's college basketball or college football, you have like rankings of how people are perceived and standings and stuff like this. And Utah is a 7 seed, Stanford is a 10 seed. You look at 17 wins and 13 wins, and normally in my lane, I'd be like, hey, I got to take Stanford here. But Utah, they come in limping. Yes, they've lost 5 in a row, but you're losing to good teams. You lost Arizona State on the road, and they beat Arizona at home, so Arizona's going to come out and make a statement there. Then after those, you face UCLA, who I have a future on for the championship here. They're a pretty good team, 18-2 in conference. I'm not going to be upset of them losing 3 in a row. Then after a 78-71 loss, where you're actually in that game against a top-ranked UCLA team, you lose to USC, who's, again, they're no slouch. They're a decent squad. And then you close out a year with a bad game in Colorado. All those in order, though, the shooting has been poor for them. 36%. 33% against Colorado, 32% against the Trojans of USC. They still bring defense. And to me, Stanford is not a good team. Okay, they won a couple games there, won 2 in a row. Before that, they lost 6 in a row. So I'm not buying Stanford. Utah's got their guys back. I saw their guards came back on the final game. I was going to say Friday. I don't know when their last game was against Colorado. So they had their players back. They're a defensive team. They were thought of as a bubble team before they dropped 5 in a row. Again, good losses. If you have a good loss, it's not like they're losing to a 4-win Cal team in conference. They lost to some top dogs. It's a pick 'em. They got a lot to prove. A lot of good words coming out of the coach and happy about his guys being healthy. I'm going to take Utah here for the win.
Yeah, players back, a lot of momentum, especially heading into a tournament, and you need that. So I'd be riding with the team that's feeling pretty good about coming in this one too. So Utah on the money line in that one. Now looking over in the NBA sector, we have Thunder at Suns. Now keep in mind, Oklahoma's on a 3-game win streak right now. Do you think that continues when they travel into Phoenix, or is Phoenix putting a stop to that?
Yeah, and the last time they played a couple weeks ago, it was a 124-115 Phoenix win.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, you won 3 in a row. Who'd you beat there? You're beating the Jazz or whoever you're beating. Not good, not good
it's
teams.
Not the greatest momentum.
Or whoever they beat. Before that, they lost 5 in a row. But I'm getting double digits here. Now, so of course I'm leaning the Thunder here. This game, as much as I bet Utah this game, this game here, I didn't put any of my cold cash on this one here. It's just tough to be really confident. I like it, but we don't kind of love it because Suns, it's a double digit. I want to fade the whole Kevin Durant kind of thing. They're juiced up a little bit point wise, but he's home now. Now they're back from 4 games on the road. They won 3 of those 3. So you're going to have an atmosphere? It'll be, yay! Look at this, it's KD show. So that worries me a bit. Maybe how about an overplay as well here? Give me the points at 13.5, and I'll lean towards the over 233 because if things go awry and Kevin Durant wants to put on a show for the fans here, which could possibly happen, I think I could see both happening here. Maybe the Thunder stick it close to get. That's a lot of points. I don't care how bad a team is. It's still the NBA. I got to lean to a double digit, and I just think you're getting a couple extra points or maybe 11, but it's KD, and I think you get that kind of name brand bump recognition there for them. A little extra juice on the number.
Always, if you guys like what Mr. Sean Higgs has going on, don't forget, you can head over to picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code MADNESS. It's going to save you 20% off of the entire site. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications as well, because we are live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern on Picks and Parlays Power Hour. Thank you so much, Sean. Appreciate you for stopping by.
You got it.
Again, everyone, you're listening to Picks and Parlays Power Hour, and my next guest is Cam the Man, who has the cutest baby I got to see today. Love getting to see babies before we talk about sports. I mean, what better things are there to talk about? But can't think of any. But Virginia Tech, number 11, NC State, number 6. This is the second round of the ACC tournament, and the Wolfpack has looked great this year, and they are favored at -2, total at 146. Do they stay on top and take down Virginia Tech at home?
Yes. Virginia Tech played last night in their first round game of the ACC tournament, and they really struggled against a lowly Notre Dame team. Virginia Tech ended up coming out with the win. They hit free throws. They made some key shots down the stretch to get the win. But with them having that many issues against a Notre Dame team, they're going to really struggle against North Carolina State. North Carolina State has lost their last 2 games of the season coming into tonight, but we think they get back on track with a win and cover in the ACC tournament against a below-average Virginia Tech team. So we're going to take the Wolfpack -2.
I think that's a safe bet to make there as well. The Wolfpack has looked great this season, and I would say at this point in the tournament, that's the smarter play for sure. Now, over in NBA, the Hawks have won 7 of their last 10, so they are favored at -4 heading into play the Washington Wizards. The total sitting at 236 here. Do you have a best bet for us in this game?
Yeah, these two teams, they played 9 or 10 days ago in Atlanta with Washington getting the win. But since then, Washington hasn't been great. Washington, they've lost 2 of their last 4, and they barely beat the Pistons in their last game. Even though the Hawks come into this one on a 2-game skid, they lost back-to-back games against Miami. I like the Hawks here to ride their recent hot streak, get back to 500, and get a little redemption against Washington from beating them a few weeks ago at home. So I'm actually going to go with the Hawks to get past a struggling-ish Washington Wizards team on the road.
Yeah, and like we said before that, they might have been on a 2-game skid, but they were riding a little bit of a hot streak. So I like the Hawks in this one as well. And don't forget, if anyone wants more content, especially from Cam the Man here, you can go over to picksandparlays.net, use promo code MADNESS, save you 20% off the entire site. Don't forget, like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications because Picks and Parlays Power Hour is live Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. And we've got your best bets. So until next time, bet some sports and hug some babies. All right, Cam?
Right. That's what I always do.
it's definitely a motto to live by. Until next time,
daughter
thank you
too.
so
She's
much.
not a baby, but she gets hugs.
All right, we get hugs. We get hugs. Thanks so much to everybody for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Hannah Mears. That's Cam, and this was Picks and Parlays Power Hour.
See you.